Chad here from CNR Reviews. If you saw my Bushmaster M4A3 first impressions, this is the Redfield 4-12 by 40 millimeter scope review. Yes, Ryan's already done this review, but you know what? I'm going to give my own impressions because there's some things that he likes that I don't about the scope. First off, let me tell you, Nikon M223 scope. I absolutely loved it, but
it's fragile.
It's fragile. If you drop it, guess what? It breaks. I dropped it on the ground. Ryan was there, saw it.
Duh.
Actually, didn't even hit the ground. It hit the table.
It hit the table.
Hit the table. The damn thing broke. Thank God I had actually got it.
It fell about a foot.
Sure. And so I was able to take it to Cabela's, exchange it, and I decided to go with the Redfield because Ryan really likes his. One thing I will say is that the image to me is crisper than the Nikon M223. This one does have the AccuRange reticle on it. You want to actually sight it in supposedly at 200 yards. If you want to know what the AccuRange reticle looks like, go to the Redfield website. These are made by Leupold, and so if you, if you want to know how that looks, go on, check out the Redfield videos. There's actually ones on YouTube that actually go through the entire process of how they make them. They are made in Leupold factory, right next to the Leupolds. If you go to the store, you can see the identical Leupold version, and it's just more money because of the name. And
because it has a little spiffy ring around it.
That is gold, which when you put a scope mount cover, you cover it up. Anyway, so this does have Butler Creek covers. So it's got the little flip-up one. And this one back here has the little push button. I got the yellow one to differentiate from Ryan's red.
Oh, of course.
So what do I not like about this thing? The freaking eye relief sucks. The Nikon was maybe a couple inch eye relief. This thing is like 4 inches, and you really have to put the buttstock all the way back. Make sure that you really get a good idea as far as the sight picture, because if you're off just a little bit, you got to move the whole damn thing forward. I actually mounted it and kept moving it forward, moving it forward, moving it forward. I eventually had to take it off the riser and move the entire scope mount forward. So
you just look at it this way, you'll never hit yourself with the scope off of the recoil.
So, but that is my only thing as far as, impressions and complaints. As far as adjustable turrets, they are finger adjustable. It's a 1/4 inch MOA at 100 yards. I don't know if you guys can see that. The windage one, same thing. It looks identical. Oops. So anyways.
And that's how we broke the first scope.
Yeah, that's what I paid for this was $219.99 from Cabela's. It was on sale. Ryan got his online for $180.
$190.
Or $190 with shipping and handling.
Yep.
And you can probably find them for around $200. So don't go over $220, $230 for it. It is a killer scope. I do really enjoy it. It did take a little bit to actually get this thing on paper, even bore sighting it. There's a lot of adjustment to do, but once it was on paper, it holds zero really, really well. Haven't had any issues with that. And I know the scope is designed for like a 40 grain 223. So I think it's 40, and I'm shooting a 55 grain out of here, and it seems to hold it pretty well. It's pretty accurate. So check out the Redfield 4-12 by 40 millimeter scope. Nikon, please do something with your scopes to make them a little bit...
not as shockproof as they say.
No, and you would think that it would hold up, especially it's like a Mini 14 recoil, and it just did not. So anyways, this is a review for the Redfield scopes. Thanks a lot. This is Chad from CNR Reviews. Let us know if you got any questions.